child deserves a toy this season. Bring an unwrapped toy to your local Honda dealer by December 12th.
Help us fight for life and train the CSRA. Contact the American Heart Association for details.
Watch 1226 on your side, wherever you go.
News 12 on your side. Breaking news.
Good afternoon. We are following this breaking news out of South Carolina. We are still on the scene of this fatal accident on I-20 in Aiken County. Again, in South Carolina, eastbound side heading toward Columbia at the Bettis Academy Road overpass. And you can just see the bit of wreckage there through the grass there of this 18-wheeler. But traffic has been shut down for a while, but it's moving slowly now. What happened was an 18-wheeler hit the bridge there. We're told the coroner is just arriving on the scene.
The Aiken County Sheriff's Office does confirm the driver of that tractor-trailer is dead, and our crew there tells us, we know it's tough to see, but the tractor-trailer is up the embankment under that bridge. But this is the same area we saw a pileup last night involving a tractor-trailer, a bus, 7 other vehicles on the other side of the interstate that backed up traffic. But you can see traffic is moving again over that way, but we will keep you updated as we learn more. We're also learning both lanes of I-520 eastbound are closed right now as well. Richmond County deputies are on the scene of that accident on the Bobby Jones I-520 east near mile marker 12, and we're told a construction truck pulling a trailer changed lanes, went up on the median, and a truck hit the back of that trailer. Unfortunately, 2 workers were thrown and ejected off the trailer, taken to the hospital with pretty serious injuries, so we'll keep you posted about both of those crashes.
Also today, first at 5, shock and grief in an Augusta community after 2 men are shot and killed inside a neighborhood barber shop.
It happened at the Johnson Beauty and Barber Salon on Eve Street in the Harrisburg community. A customer walked in to find 34-year-old Wyman Scott and 48-year-old Miguel Freeman both shot on the floor. Our Sierra Cummings is live on scene where community members, family, and friends are gathering to remember those lives lost, Sierra.
Yeah, a memorial is set up farther behind me. We talked to the families and friends that came out here today of both men killed here, and they say for them this is going to be a heartbreaking holiday season. Today we learned Wyman Scott was just a customer of the barber shop. He was getting a haircut for holiday gatherings. In fact, that's why the barbershop was actually open. It's typically closed on Mondays, but because of Thanksgiving, barber Miguel Freeman wanted to help get people ready for holiday events. While family did not provide pictures of Miguel, they told us he was a dad and a granddad, and his shop is a staple in the Harrisburg community. And Wyman Scott was adored in this area, too. He was a flight attendant. Loved ones tell us they don't understand why either would be harmed.
Everybody, the first thing they say is this a joke? I wish it was a joke, too. Wyman was a really great person, and Wyman worked extremely hard. He was only 34. Just trying to get his hair cut.
Heartbreaking there to hear. He was just trying to get his hair cut. We did ask the Richmond County Sheriff's Office, was this a random shooting or a targeted crime? We have not yet gotten that answer, but we are working on updates in this investigation coming up here at 6 o'clock.
So much grief in that community, a lot of healing yet to happen. Sierra, thanks very much.
First at 5, new warrants are shedding more light on why state and local officials raided a chain of personal care homes in Augusta. We now know there's an investigation into claims the owners stole stimulus funds from their residents. The entire case is focused on 3 First Love personal care homes across our area. Last week, the GBI, the Department of Public Health, and several other agencies raided those facilities after 2 people died at the Wrightsboro Road home back in October.
And taking a look over Aiken from our Whiskey Road live eye camera, a beautiful picture this afternoon going into this evening, and that was a story for many across the CSRA today. Lots of sunshine, a few high clouds across the area, but those clouds will continue to build in as we head towards tonight and into tomorrow morning. Those temperatures right now dropping back towards the lower 60s now, right around 61 degrees at Augusta Bushfield Airport, and those winds still out of the east at about 6 miles per hour. And looking at our current setup, we do have this cold front that'll be ultimately moving through our area tomorrow night into Thanksgiving morning. But right now, what's dominating our weather pattern is this area of high pressure with that clockwise flow, just kind of bringing in those winds from the east across our area. But I'll have a look at that forecast for tomorrow and your 7-day forecast in just a bit, guys.
Mikhail, thanks. First at 5, we're learning Congressman Rick Allen has tested positive.
The University of South Carolina making COVID testing mandatory for next semester. The school says students, faculty, and staff will have to get tested at least once every 30 days. Between nasal swabs and saliva testing, officials say they've done about 45,000 tests since August. This new protocol would mean testing around 28,000 community members every month. School leaders say they've got all the equipment and the staff to make it happen.
Well, it's happening all over again. We're seeing some stores limiting the number of paper products you can buy at a time. This is video from a Piggly Wiggly store over in Columbia. The manager there says they're actually well stocked right now on paper towels and toilet paper, but they want to prepare as COVID cases begin to spike again. Customers say they understand why.
You can only manufacture so much, and I think people are still worried, and they don't know how long COVID's going to last, so they tend to overbuy, so I think they have to limit them.
And it's not just happening there. The firm One Market Research says 21% of paper towel and toilet paper shelves are empty right now across the country. That would be the highest level in at least a month. For reference, that number was closer to 5 to 7% before the pandemic hit.
First at 5, the Barnwell Police Department looking for this missing teen. Officials say 17-year-old Xavier Plunkett's mom last saw him November 16th. He was wearing a gray hoodie, sweatpants, and Nike flip-flops. Call the Barnwell Police Department. Add the number there on your screen if you have any information.
A major gang and child trafficking bust out in Albany. Georgia Governor Brian Kemp announcing 8 arrests today after a year-long investigation. He says 8 members of the Inglewood Family Street Gang are charged in connection with the sex trafficking of a 16-year-old. Several agencies working together on this case, and together the governor says they'll continue taking down these types of criminals.
We will continue to come after you in this state. We will do whatever it takes until every community is safe, because we love our families, our neighborhoods, and this state. And we value the safety for our kids, our relatives, and our friends and neighbors.
Investigators say the Inglewood family is a subset of the larger gang known as the Bloods. Both are national criminal street gangs operating in Georgia.
More than $10,000 worth of jewelry stolen, and now Columbia County officials are asking for your help tracking down the suspects. It happened at Martinez Gold back on November 11th. The sheriff's office says these 2 men on your screen reached over the counters and took about $10,400 worth of merchandise. And we do have a look at the vehicle they might be in. It is a tan or gold, sort of older model Lexus SUV. If you have any information, call the Columbia County Sheriff's Office.
The recount is underway in Riverside. We have his full announcement for mayor posted on our website if you want to read more. He'll be joining Britton Williams in that race. Current Mayor Bob Pettit has not yet.
Aiken County Coroner Darrell Abels getting some big recognition. He was just named State Coroner of the Year. That award coming from the Coroners Association of South Carolina. Abel says he is very humbled to receive this award. He says the state is full of great coroners, so he's just in awe, really, to be recognized.
If you're looking for a job, the Department of Juvenile Justice is hiring here in Augusta. We have the link and phone number you should call for more information right here on the screen. The department says they're looking for correctional officers, food service workers, and housekeepers to work at Augusta's Youth Development Campus.
Hey, everything's better fried. You cannot convince me otherwise, and we know fried turkey tastes good, but it can be dangerous to cook. This afternoon, the Augusta Fire Department did a demonstration about frying those turkeys properly. They wanted to teach you how not to fry your turkey and ultimately your house, but I guess this turkey just could not be swayed. It did not blow up, did not catch anything on fire, so that's a good thing. But they did want to remind you, last November, the department responded to 35 fires in the area, including at least 2 on Thanksgiving Day. So definitely be careful. Make sure that turkey is thoroughly defrosted.
And looking beyond Thursday, the Low Country getting ready for this year's Christmas parades. It's a season that normally brings thousands of visitors to towns like Somerville and Mountain Pleasant. Because of COVID, organizers say things will be scaled back a bit this year, but they're still bringing out the holiday spirit in full force.
If we could do things and do it smart and do it in a mindful way, we still want to encourage people to enjoy the season. We're doing less entries than we did before. We're doing less people per entry. We're not allowing any handouts or any, passing out of candy or anything like that.
And the Somerville Parade will also be live streamed this year for anyone who wants to watch from home. City leaders say they trust everyone will do the right thing so kids can get out for a little bit and soak in some holiday cheer. Well, we know it's that time of year, colder weather, Christmas trees, and Christmas lights as well. How a Savannah man is lighting up his city in 60 seconds.
And you may not need those sprinklers the next 2 days, but drying out by Friday. We'll take a look at that forecast right after the break.
20,609. Master your car buying experience at masterautomotive.com.
Well, before we know it, Thanksgiving will pass. It'll be time to put up those trees and decorations.
And a lot of people have already started this year. Everybody just needs a little cheer early.
This year more than ever, it seems. One Savannah man is turning Christmas decorations into profit. Sam Bowman tells us about how this man wants Savannah to get lit.
You up good enough? Yeah.
Just like everybody else, we have had a interesting 2020.
So what better way to forget about it than decorating for the holidays?
And in this time in the world, we all need a little bit of bright and cheery.
But of course, decorating itself isn't always an easy or fun process.
I did not want my husband, after a busy Thanksgiving season, to have to climb ladders, straddle balconies, and Lord knows what would happen with that.
Which is where Get Lit Savannah comes into play.
So we're an outdoor luxury decorating service.
A win-win for Lee.
This is going to possibly save my husband's life and beautify our neighborhood at the same time. We're super excited.
And as it turns out, Lee is far from the only one taking advantage of this service.
Yeah, a lot more activity this year for sure than last year, and I think it could have a lot to do with, what a terrible year.
More people, and earlier too.
We started after Halloween hanging 2 to 3 a day.
For the company's owner, Josh Galbraith, he thinks this year his clients are decorating for more than just themselves.
They want people to drive by and experience some joy, so what better way than Christmas lights?
Spreading joy and flipping the switch on 2020.
We are just ready to light it up, and we're really kind of ready to say goodbye to 2020.
Sam Bauman.
Looks nice. I'm sure it looks great at night, but our first choice is always the decorating cannon from the Grinch movie.
Absolutely. But this year, I think your neighbors will not judge you if you keep them up as long as you want, because we all need a little cheer this year.
Why not? Let's start early. And Thanksgiving kind of falls late in the calendar anyway, so let's get busy with it.
Get on it.
Let's check in with Mikhail now in for Riley on a spectacular looking afternoon out there as we look live at Aiken. Aren't we?
Right, and we are taking a live look at Aiken right now. Beautiful picture out there currently across the Whiskey Road Aiken camera. Those temperatures right around 61 degrees, and those winds still out of the east at about 6 miles per hour. So a nice easterly breeze, and that's because we do have that area of high pressure to our north right now. So looking at the current setup across the United States, you can really see where that cold front is. Currently over the central U.S. near Omaha and Wichita. You can see some upper 20s near Bismarck, North Dakota. But those temperatures will slowly be creeping their way towards our area as that cold front does make its approach across the United States. An area of high pressure still to our north, bringing in those easterly winds, and that will help bring in some of that cloud cover for us tonight, and then help keep those temperatures slightly warmer than what we saw yesterday. So that is some good news if you are wanting some warmer weather. Looking at your hour-by-hour forecast going all the way towards 8 p.m. tonight, those temperatures right around 51 degrees. You can see those winds out of the east, and those clouds just continuing to build in across the region, heading towards midnight on Wednesday. And as we go towards Wednesday morning, isolated rain chances possible. Those temperatures are right around 53 degrees, and those temperatures will continue to drop as we continue to go towards tomorrow morning, but warming up quickly as we go towards midnight, and those temperatures in the upper 60s around that, tomorrow afternoon rather, and those temperatures in the upper 60s with those southerly winds helping to keep those temperatures above average. And looking at 4 p.m. tomorrow, those slight rain chances just sticking in the picture, but those temperatures approaching the mid to upper 70s possibly in some locations, depending on how much sunshine we can get. And then about 8 p.m. tomorrow, those temperatures finally starting to drop back towards the upper 60s, and you can see that cold front off towards the west, making its way towards our area. It is expected to weaken as it does make its approach, so any rainfall that we see from that cold front should be on the lighter side for your Thanksgiving day, and those temperatures right around 72 degrees going towards 11:30 a.m. for Thanksgiving, and then right around the mid-70s for 5 p.m. Now, looking at your Thanksgiving forecast, again, we do have those temperatures in the mid-70s for your Thanksgiving day and those showers. A slight chance, but not looking like a complete washout at all for your Thanksgiving day. Those rain totals, not looking too impressive as we head through Thursday, but we will have rain totals coming back, or rain chances coming back into the picture for the weekend, and that could allow us to have some more impressive rain totals going through Saturday. Only about a half inch to 3/4 of an inch, so more measurable rainfall, I should say, going into your Saturday. Looking at that aches and pains forecast, we are watching the pressure continue to drop as we head towards Saturday. So you may feel a difference if you do have those arthritic joints or anything like that, as that pressure does continue to drop across our area. Getting into your 3-day forecast and going towards Friday, we do have a mixture of clouds and sun in store, and those temperatures above average. But heading towards Saturday and Sunday, those rain chances do return and temperatures dropping heading into next week. Guys?
Atlanta native Jerome Boger just made NFL history. He leads the first all-black referee crew. It's a 7-person crew led by Boger, and he's the one in the white hat. He's also a former quarterback. He spent his college days playing at Morehouse. When he's not traveling to referee, Boger still lives about an hour out of Atlanta, but pretty cool honor, pretty neat milestone. We are now learning both lanes of I-520 eastbound are back open. Richmond County deputies responded to an accident on Bobby Jones I-520 eastbound right near mile marker 12. A construction truck pulling a trailer changed lanes onto the median, caused a truck to hit the back of the trailer, and 2 workers were ejected and taken to the hospital with serious injuries. But we're continuing to follow that crash as well as a fatal crash in Aiken County on I-20. We'll keep you posted.
Still to come, Birds of Fire Thanksgiving is not just about turkeys, it's about dogs too, and like everything else. See how the National Dog Show will look a little different too this year.
God bless America! God America!
Raphael Warnock, the radical's radical.
Well, the Pilgrims might disagree, but it's not quite Thanksgiving without football, food, and Fidos. The annual National Dog Show is always a fun part of the holiday.
And this year's show will not have an in-person audience, but it will have dogs. And let's be honest, most of us probably prefer dogs over people at this point anyway. But Mark Barger tells us what we can expect.
Happy Thanksgiving, one and all. 19 years in, the National Dog Show has become a Thanksgiving Day tradition.
It's really remarkable that we're looking at year number 19. Normally, I kill shows a lot quicker than that.
But host John O'Hurley and analyst David Fry have seen the canine cavalcade captivate millions.
Everybody loves to look at little doggy eyes. And when you're playing around with the remote on Thanksgiving Day and you see those little puppy eyes, you'll stop and watch.
In fact, for 2020, TV is the only way doggy disciples can see it.
We don't have any spectators this year. We can't allow any spectators in, so we're doing cutouts like they do at all the sporting events.
That in-person ban extends to the hosts who are working from home.
This will be the first time in 19 years that we've actually gotten a taste of turkey in the 4 walls of our own neighborhoods.
The dog handlers, meanwhile, are masked up, prepping their pooches outdoors.
It's about the dog, and that's, I think, the best handlers. They get invisible and they know what their dog is all about, and they just stay out of the way.
More than 500 dogs down from the normal 2,000. All champions of their breeds will vie to follow in the footsteps of last year's winner, Thor, who was best in show.
The dog tells you, I own the ground I stand over, and I'm in charge, and I'm the best there ever was. An old dog show judge once told me, he says, it's a dog show, and you got to show.
Grabbing the holiday spotlight. Mark Barger, NBC News.
One of those really did not look like a dog to me. So will it be fur or football or maybe both for Thursday, Laura?
Oh, we will have to see. I know at my house it'll probably be football,
Pigskin.
but those dogs sure are cute. But that dog show airs on Thanksgiving at noon on NBC 26.
Yeah, it's always the parade and then the dog show.
That's right.
On NBC.
It's Thanksgiving.
Some slight rain chances for us the next 2 days. We're going towards Friday. Those temperatures in the upper 70s and drying out. One more check of that 7-day forecast coming up after the break.
I'm John Austin.
Like and follow News 1226 on Facebook for the latest up-to-date coverage near you.
tonight. Just watching clouds continuing to build in across the region as we head towards tonight, and then those temperatures dropping back towards the mid to upper 40s, so on the warmer side in comparison with last night at least, but still cool as you are walking out the door this morning. May be able to hold some 50s in a few areas across the CSRA as well for your morning. But looking at that commute forecast getting into your day tomorrow, it's going to be a cool start, but then those temperatures warming up quickly as we approach noon, and then by about 5 p.m., topping off right around 73 degrees for your highs. Going towards that 3-day forecast, we do have a mixture of clouds and sun for your Friday, and those temperatures in the upper 70s by that time frame, and then those rain chances finally do return as we head towards the weekend.
Cases across the two-state are still rising, with holiday travel picking up. Here why a negative test is not really a green light to hit the road this season. First at 5 continues in 3 minutes.